Alright, here we go. Get a load of this. Got an email the other day. Hey Sean, how are you? I have shared your story many times to folks who need your messages. I especially like deafening silence. Wonderfully written. Me, I take it all to heart and work my butt off every day. I work 7 days a week just to keep moving. If I have too much time off, my legs forget how to move, and I stumble and fall again. I have learned how to gimp sort of quickly, and I have mastered, almost, the art of rising. And leaning against the wall, looking as though I am in thought while I'm waiting for the signals to get through that allow me to move. I still have a cane for distances, or for uneven pavement, curbs, and after long 12-hour shifts when my legs are trying to give out of me, there are days when I have to yell at myself and tell myself this is not the end all. It's amazing how the doctors and other specialists in the traditional world disable the injured spinal cord injury person by implying there is that this is all there is left. Hey, can you do a video on hope? They try to take it away by talking. The reality, the probability is crap. You and I and others can prove them wrong because we push through. Encourage each other to push through. Sean, I'm proud of you and the work you're doing. It very much does mean something. Marceline. This is a woman we had a correspondence a while ago, and I thought I lost her. I thought I'd said something or did something. Not that it's going to change the way I am, but absolute sweetheart. I call this woman the Angry Penguin.
Hope, a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen.
Hola, fuckers. Hopes and dreams. Hopes. Wishes, desires, beliefs, they all sort of fall under the same pretense now, don't they? A doctor's diagnosis always seems a little callous. When you're originally injured, always seems, I wouldn't go as far as to say overly negative, but it doesn't really sound initially as if there really is any hope. At least the diagnosis, the original diagnosis I got, the very first Asia exam I got, was looking very promising. I was fucking double fucked. I was Asia A. Originally, for the first little while, I was complete. Asia A complete below the level of injury, which was C4, meaning the arms didn't work for shit, the hands were doing nothing. There was really no traceable tricep, there was no traceable bicep. I don't have any of that information. I wish I could get it for you, but I do not have it. I didn't understand what it was all about. I didn't really take into consideration any hope. It just didn't enter my mind at the time. Well, after I got home, and I finally had an opportunity to really wrap my head around what was going on. And I really started to really think about what was going on. I would be the most lying motherfucker if I ever said to you at any given time that I relinquished all hope. I gave up on it. Because I didn't really know what was going on. I would be another lying motherfucker if I said to you that I didn't cry. I would be a lying motherfucker if I said to you that I didn't pray. I would be a lying motherfucker if I thought for a second that I would say to you, well, also I would say to you that I gave up on myself. I hadn't quite even gotten anywhere yet. I couldn't wrap my head around what just happened. Much too freaked out. However, that changed after a while. And one of the things that started to change it was when I started to get moving. I had been going to physical therapy over at Kessler for a while, for a couple months. And not that I gave up on what was going on, but I told you originally about the whole story with the early on PT and how I felt bad for my therapist. You know, one guy trying to do the fucking work, or two or three, was fucked up, I tell you that. However, it's got nothing to do with neither here nor there. When I got home, I started moving. I got on the floor and I started moving. And the more I kept trying to move, the more I found I was able to move. And all of a sudden, yes, I had hope. I was like, fuck me. Get a load of this shit. Oh, baby, come over here. Get a load. What the fuck is this all about? Asia exam. About a year after. A little after, maybe over a year. Excuse me. Bicep, tracer bicep movement. Tricep movement. Deltoids. Freaking lats started wiggling around. Next thing you know, I was diagnosed Asia B, which was sensation and some muscle movement below the level of injury. Stopped me in my tracks. That was the first real noticeable improvement that I saw. And all of a sudden, I had hope. I was like, oh, we might be able to pull this shit off, man. Shit's coming back, you know. I had a lot of desire for additional strength. I had more fucking want than any fucking kid on Christmas, any kid on his birthday, anybody that ever lusted after anything or anybody, whatever it was. The amount of fucking want and desire that I had would match that. I don't imagine it was anybody would surpass, because all we have is 100% of what we can do. And that's where I was, my wants and desires, my wishes and hopes and dreams. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Now, understand with all that, I told you, I relate hope and belief in the same place. Now, I had done a video quite some time ago. I think it was one of the Christmas videos. I think it might have been Ho Ho Ho, I don't know. It was quite some time ago, where I talked to you about my belief in Santa Claus. Now, hopefully there's no kids watching, but was I there when the whole idea started, or what have you, or was there an actual guy? I never met him. Okay. But you talk to somebody, they will straight up look you right in the face and say, Santa Claus isn't real. Bam. They don't even fucking kick around. And I always look at them, I go, what the, why do you bother even buying anybody Christmas presents? And I explain my idea of Christ and everything else. But we're going to deal with Santa Claus too. But if you want, we'll do the hopes, the desires, the beliefs. And we'll do with Santa Claus and Christ, because I already done it, but I'll do it again. And normally after they would say, why do you even bother? I'd be like, well, you know, that's the spirit of Christmas. And I looked at them and I would say to these fuckers, and I would be like, that's exactly why Santa Claus is real. Santa Claus lives right fucking here. Santa Claus is a real fucking guy. He's just embodied in you. All your hopes, all your desires pertaining to Santa Claus and your wants are embodied in you. Now, if you speak to an atheist, okay, we're going to go into religion now with hopes, dreams, and desires. They'll get you with this shit that if God helps those who help themselves, here's the part that makes me go fuck yourself, alright? They'll give you that Well, then what do you need God for? Now, I've told you before, as far as religion is concerned, and I believe in my Savior, I believe in God, I believe in a higher power. What you do is what you do, and who you do whatever it is you do with is up to fucking you. It's got nothing to do with me. Alright? We can talk about this, we can agree upon it, or we can not agree upon it. But whatever it is you got going on, you're not going to tell me that, dude, there's no fucking Santa Claus, there's no God, just give up. I'll be like, I'm proud of you for thinking that. That's fantastic. As for me, I believe. And what you got to say has got nothing to do with me, and it's not going to change my mind one iota. Now, as far as God helps those who help themselves in the whole religion and everything, and especially when it comes down to the Ten Commandments, here's the way I see it. The Ten Commandments in religion, especially me, I am a Christian. To me, this represents a moral code of ethics, a moral compass, and a guideline of a respectful lifestyle. I'm a Christian. Okay? It's a lifestyle. Now, I don't sit there and beat down the door to my church every 2 minutes. I haven't been there in quite some time, actually. I say my prayers every day. But when you say your prayers, I never pray for myself. Well, I do a little bit when I pray to St. Michael, the badass of all the saints, just so you know. I always pray for others because that's what prayers are about. If you're gonna, get the fuck out of here. If you're gonna start praying, you can pray for yourself. How I pray for myself is I take my hopes, my dreams, my desires, my wants, my beliefs, okay? And I get my fat ass on the floor and I roll around and I hope to finish a training session. Okay? I hope in the beginning of my training that I can get to the floor without injuring myself or have any problems pulling muscles or tendons. Okay? And then I go and methodically and carefully go through my training. Okay? I get up, I crawl, I do push-ups, I do some type of funky sit-ups. I train core, I stretch out the hip flexors, I stretch out pretty much whatever it is I can stretch out. I can do as much as I can do. All right, and get up off the floor. I hope when I'm getting up onto the bench to get it back into my chair that I don't have a problem go flying off or do something to fucking injure myself. I always hope I don't injure myself. I'm not always fortunate. I get little fucking injuries all the time, but I'm extremely careful about what I do. Then I go in part 2. In my second part is that I hope I can get through my second part of my training during the day. I've gone over the off the floors, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? And what I'm hoping for is that I do not injure myself. I'm able to transfer onto a standing frame, and I hope I do not fuck it up and fucking injure myself. So I pay attention to what I'm doing. I try to break it down in specific moves. Try to place my hands right where I need to know that where they need to be placed. And, believe it or not, I'm not always overly careful. I do fuck up. Okay? But when I fuck up, I hope I don't get injured. Here's my hope. Because I believe that my God is watching over me and saying, you know what? I'm going to let you make that mistake. But you better not, don't get too cocky there, Mr. fucking guy. Yeah? You may not use that language, but my attitude towards, God and stuff like that is that, man or you are created in the image of himself, herself, or whatever God or however you want to envision it. It's up to you. That's the beautiful part. Well, that means that my God is just as big a wise ass as I am. My God will test me. My God will push me to my limits. And my God will call me out when I know that I'm not telling myself the truth. Now, you do what you do. Okay. Finally, when I stand up and I get in my standing frame, like I say, or if I get into the quad stander, I hope I don't get injured. Like I say, I haven't always been, perfect with that one. A little slip here and there. Next thing you know, you pull a muscle, you pull a tendon. You know, you hit something, you bash your face into it, you got a freaking eye out to here. Bash your nose, next thing you know, you got blood everywhere. It's just non-stop fun. I take my hope and I align it with my determination. Okay. I find that one without the other. You can be as determined as you want. If you don't have a plan, you have a plan to fail. And that to fail to plan is the plan to fail. So get a plan. Combine your hope with your determination. And bring a fucking lunch, because you're going to need it. You're going to need a lot of determination. You're going to need a lot of belief. You're going to exercise your dreams and your desires, your hopes and wishes. However, if you simply hope, wish, dream, and desire, okay, and you don't take action, and you do not add determination with that, okay, there's an old saying, you can wish in one hand and shit in the other, okay, and find out which one fills up first. Understand that. Hope is a very powerful thing, okay? If you sit there and merely hope that something is going to happen, and you do not help yourself in making this thing happen, my attitude towards it, you might as well just sit down and meditate for the rest of your forevers and get real comfortable. Spinal cord injury is a serious injury, and it takes serious grit, it takes serious determination, and it takes a lot to get back 1 gram of strength. Okay? However, if you decide not to, hope isn't enough. Hope is not enough. Now listen. Go forth, prosper. May the force be with you. You know, nanu, nanu. You know, whatever salutation or greeting or, you know, whatever, I don't know. I'm not quite that smart. But I know that for me, not only am I hoping, not only am I taking action, but I find that once I got myself involved in research, that's when my intelligence on spinal cord injury took off. That's when my knowledge on spinal cord injury, that's when I started breaking the body down into muscle groups. That's when it all really started working. I understood. I got it. It's extremely valuable that you do get involved in some type of spinal cord injury. This way you not only just have to hope for yourself, you can be the hope for others. Because the number one hope for you want to guess who it is? It's you. I hope you understand.